Worship. We are just worshippers, consciously or unconsciously. The reason I worship Him, I am that I am. I know your psychic and carnality will not apprehend this one. I speak in definition and my words are beyond dictionary's definition. Every utterance out of my tongue is worship. I told my wife and my son, I love you. That's worship. I know you are lost. Let me appease your spiritual nervous system. In every human DNA runs the power of worship. No wonder you are secretly addicted to that sex, alcohol, cigarette, that school, job, career, preaching, music, or poetry. God is not in it, not getting glory out of it. It's just that extension of your ages, self-worship. In it for self, examine yourself. The reason I worship Him, I am that I am. Do not judge me, born from a cursed generation of Ruth the Moabites, rooted in the immoral acts of Lot and his daughters. So I tell Naomi, let your God be my God, returning back to righteous and true worship. As the reason for my existence, worship is my daily bread. The mentally dysfunctional call my worship as weakness, yet the spiritual elite call my worship as a source of strength. Better to shut your mouth when you don't know what you're talking about, instead of validating what everybody else thinks. Even that sinful friend of yours, your roommate, your husbands and wives, they are worshipers too. Distinction is who and what we worship. He says he worships holy fire and his ancestors, and I said I worship the creator of his ancestors and the creator of his holy fire. You see, though you stand on justifiable stupidity, educated by failures, we are just worshippers. Nothing more, nothing less. The reason I worship Him, I am that I am. Only the dead do not worship, the walking dead, just existing, no purpose. My void of my soul is filled with His word, but I kept on returning back to my vomit, so silly. Though you say submit your body as a living sacrifice, I am in chains and subjected to my edges. Don't worry, I now know better. This cow is my chamber of my conscious mental transformation metamorphosis. You see, we are just phantoms from a mystery world called heaven. We are here as worship ambassadors. Your five senses will not comprehend the purpose of your existence. Logic often leads to death. So do not base your life on logic, your five senses, because your destiny is hidden in faith and in His word, you see, and His spirit. So just worship Him crushed. His reflection on you will reveal who you are past the past, focusing on your future. Meaning the absence of worship is death. No wonder your friends and your family cannot repent. Because worship and worshippers is an airborne healing contradicting an airborne disease of death. Eden means the presence of God. Adam evicted from life because of rebellious and self-worship. It's time to return to Eden, the place of worship. God made us, created us as worshippers. Do not deny it. We are just worshippers. So just worship. Your life is a worship.